What is up, grade 7 RLA? All right, I am very excited to tell you about your new schedule, which begins on January 19th, this coming Tuesday. All right, so we're going to kind of like figure out this whole thing together. Okay, basically, we had to go from 4 classes to 6 classes. All right, so we get a little friends GIF in there. All right, this is brand new information to you, I know. Okay, so we're going from 4 to 6 because we're going to have our mess classes every day: math, English, science, and social studies. Okay, so that's basically the new scheduling, creating this new thing where we're going to get those classes every day. All right, you're also going to have some other classes that are going to be in person now, not for you, obviously, because you're in RLA, but this is going to be a new thing for us to kind of navigate with all of you in the Remote Learning Academy and trying to figure these things out. All right. There are some specific arts classes that are devoted only to art, to the RLA, okay, run by Miss Burns and Miss Reardon, okay. Band, chorus, and orchestra are going to be teaching the kids that are in front of them, all right, while you beam in, okay? So that's going to be new, okay? So just you're going to have to kind of get used to that. All right, teachers are going to have to get used to that. We're all figuring this out together, okay? And then same with wellness and world language, all right? A lot of you, all right, except for some specific cases with world language, are going to be beaming into those as well, where the teacher will be teaching folks in front of them and you'll be getting the instruction that they're giving, okay? With world language, be on the lookout. Because you're not getting an in-person session with the world language teacher, we're going to come up with a time that you all can get your little extra TLC, little focus time for just RLA students for world languages in the afternoon, one day in the week. So be on the lookout for that, okay? All right, so here's a look at what's happening with the actual bell schedule now, okay? Instead of 9 o'clock in the morning, we're going to start at 8:30. That's earlier, all right? So set your alarm clock. Okay, make sure that we're in there for Tuesday next week. All right, 8:30 a.m. is your first class. All right, so that's just something to note. All right, instead of 45-minute classes, we're going to have 40-minute classes. All right, so that's a new change. All right, and then there's only 4 minutes in passing time. Okay, so 9:10, all of a sudden, boom, 9:14, we're going again for 40 minutes. All right, now, how this compares to our old schedule. All right, I said that we're going to have our mess classes, math, English, science, and social studies every single day. Okay, so Wednesday is going to stay the same, all right? But on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, you're basically going to have your Wednesday kind of class, all right, together, all right? There's a couple changes here for those of you that take honors math in 7th grade, all right? Your class is actually going to be outside of this window down here. So you're going to have, Mr. Beverly will communicate this to you, but at 1:04, you will have your math class, and you're actually going to have a break somewhere in your schedule. So that we'll talk about that later as well. All right, but basically you're going to have your combined classes happen here. All right, so for grade 7, block 1 is going to exist in A block, but then you're going to have an elective block. That's going to be your arts, your music, your wellness, all right, your world language, and then you're going to go to block 2 from that class. Block 3, we have that another one of those elective classes. Then we have one of these. All right, so we go block 4 to F. All right, so just note that that's a change. You're still going to get those mess classes every day. All right, just to show you an example. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about the cycle first. All right, so another feature of this new schedule is that we have a 3-day cycle. It's not just Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, all that good stuff, okay? It's on a day number cycle, and I will email you in the morning, at least until we get while we get started, to remind you of the day, okay? So it's going to come from me or Miss Glassman, so be on the lookout for that, for reminders every day, okay? So here we're going to have our day 1 and day 1. So you'll run through this schedule for day 1, all right, 2 days in a row, okay? So those have to happen. This is really because for the in-person kids, right, in the hybrid model, all right? We're going to have, a Monday and Tuesday be the same day, day 1. And then Wednesday will still be the same remote. And then Thursday, Friday are going to be day 2. And then we go to the next week, Monday, Tuesday, or day 3, and then we go back to day 1, okay? And I'll show you on a calendar in a minute, all right? This is an example of what your schedule is actually going to look like, right? So let's say we start off with math, all right? And then you've got your a choice of your chorus, your Latin, your wellness, all right? If you take French, if you take Mandarin, all those good stuff, all right? You'll have those then, all right? And then you'll have a rotation here, all right? So again, it goes day 1, 2 days in a row, day 2, 2 days in a row, day 3, 2 days in a row, all right? And that's in order to help the hybrid model kids to get the in-person instruction each day, all right? The calendar. All right, we are starting on Tuesday the 19th. So notice I didn't have the day numbers up until now, okay? So we have the 19th. We're starting with day one. All right, of course, we had to start in a wacky week with MLK Day, all right? But we have day one, day 2, day 3, and then we go back to day 1. And then as I look forward to February, you'll see it went from day 1 to day 2, day 3, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1, okay? And it keeps going in that cycle to make sure that you get all of those classes, all right, on a regular basis. All right. So just to talk about this briefly, I do want you to look at your schedule, and I want you to let Miss Roslanik and I know if you notice something wrong in the schedule. All right. But I want to remind you that 7th grade honors math students, you're going to have a blank class, all right, in your schedule. And then you'll have a 7th period class for at 104, and that's going to have Mr. Beverly's honors math class at that time. So replacing that block that you would have had during the day normally, all right, where you'll have kind of like a study hall where you get some work done, okay? If you can print it out at home, that would be great, all right, color code it up, all right, and again, I will be communicating in the morning to help you remember that it is which day it is so that you can follow the right schedule, all right? We are here to support you during this, all right? Changes are always difficult for some folks. Okay, so as we kind of live through this change, just be patient with your teachers also because they're figuring things out themselves. All right, we had a brand new schedule in the middle of January, which is not normal, right? But this had to happen this year because we needed to get the hybrid model kids in a little bit longer. Okay, and we're going to have some more time on learning. Okay, which is a really good thing. Thank you for listening. All right, you guys are going to rock this thing.